What up, world? Back again. It is the Country Rap Report. Yours truly, VicXL.
What up? It's your dude, Spank.
And I got to start the show off by saying salute to my LA Dodgers who are currently getting whooped up on, but we still rocking. We rocking like old stockings.
Well,
Everybody asks me all the time, huh?
You die hard. Like y'all losing and you still wearing the apparel. I respect that. I respect that.
Everybody asks me, like, are you from LA? No, I am not. I am not. I wouldn't even live in LA, but I'm a Dodgers fan. So salute to the Dodgers. That's all right. We're gonna be the first team. When last time a team won three back-to-back, won back-to-back-to-back?
I don't know if anybody's. Well, I know somebody's probably done it. Probably back in the old days, but I don't know. I don't know. But they aren't even gonna do it this year. No, not this year, fam. Y'all got to get past us, and it's gonna be very, very difficult.
Well, I can depend on you guys. So the Dodgers are known to play this. You know, I think the Dodgers no longer care about having the best record in baseball. I think the Dodgers just care about going into the playoffs healthy.
I don't think anybody wants that best record anymore because it's a jinx.
Yeah.
Because you get that off week and they don't play well when they come back. But I don't. Again, though, I don't. We aren't your problem. The Padres are your problem because that's an interdivisional stuff. And the Padres don't look like they're scared of y'all anymore. So I would be very concerned about what's in your backyard versus over here.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Worrying about, I don't worry about y'all and the Padres. All I gotta do is worry about one of the two, because generally y'all cancel each other out.
We might, because we might have to play them in the playoffs if it started today. So yeah, I get it.
And yes, the Padres are not afraid of us, and y'all are not afraid of us, and that's okay. Like, you've been in a fight with someone that wasn't afraid of you. That's a funner fight.
True.
Who wants to beat up on somebody scared of them? I won't do that.
That's bullying.
Yeah, that's bullying.
That's what y'all did to us last couple of years, but it's okay. It's okay. We took them licks.
We ain't bullied nobody. We just got bigger pockets.
I respect that.
We just got bigger pockets. We know how to spend money. We go on shopping. We go on off-season shopping sprees. Yeah. All right, man. We got an action-packed show. This is an action-packed show. If you don't know, if you're here for the first time or you're here for the last time, let you know we are the Country Rap Report, Vic and Spank, Spank and Vic. What we do here is review, critique videos. We generally give you 3 songs an episode. These are random picks that I pick and I send to Spank. And the cool part, I was just telling somebody on the phone, the cool part about these videos, I like watching this show because I want to know what Spank's going to say. Because we don't go over this. This is completely unscripted. And, hey, y'all get mad at him. I might get mad too. We might get mad at the same time because we're seeing it together. We are not swayed or biased to anything. If you hate us, we will review you. If you love us, we will review you. These are our opinions. They're not meant to start beef or upset anyone. This is just things we feel like will make your video and your song better from our 50 plus combined years of musical experience. We can't make or break you. We can just give you our opinion. All right. Let's get into it, man. We got some good songs. I don't even know which song. You know what? I'm going to go newest to oldest. And what I mean by newest to oldest, I'm going to go newest in the game.
Okay.
Oldest in the game.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to start off with my guy. And this guy right now is what they are calling an internet sensation. And he's from South Georgia, something me and Spank both can relate to because we're from South Georgia. Are we considered South Georgia?
We're more middle than south.
We're from middle Georgia. He's more south. But
yeah.
First video up is Mr. Jayy Wick. And the name of this song is How You Doing? And I'm going to start off. because I want to say something.
Please do.
Me and Spank used to say all the time. And I think he like, okay, I got y'all now. And so me and Spank used to always, first of all, Jayy Wick, how you doing? For those who don't know, Jayy Wick went viral off his song Pork Chop Sandwich. Not pork chop sandwich, pork chop sandwich.
I hadn't heard it, but okay, keep going.
He went viral off of that song, and that led into on the radar mic drop. He's been everywhere with the mic drops. Then he had another song called, I think, 2-Piece Flat. He is the viral guy of the moment. And I don't know if initially he would, I don't even know if he considers himself country rap. But
I hope not. I hope not.
The image, I think because he had a song called Pork Chop Sandwich, and he had a song called Two Piece Wing Dinner, whatever the hell the name of the song was. It was about the chicken.
Right.
And I think the way he looked, I think country rap gravitated to him. And I'm okay with that.
What are we talking about? No,
Jayy Wick.
No, I'm saying, well, you said the way he looked because he a white boy?
No, because how he, not this video. This video is not a good representation of country rap.
Okay, because this is the only video I got, so this is the only thing I can judge by.
I know you don't know who this guy is. No. When you see his imaging initially, he country rap. Plaid shirt, white beaters, jeans, country rap. Country rap, that look on your face means I'm finna jump right into
Just go ahead and get it. Go ahead.
Salute Jayy Wick. He has been embraced by the genre of country rap, so they say he country rap. We call him country rap.
Okay.
The name of this song is How You Doing. Let me start out by saying Jayy Wick is not doing well. Because Jayy Wick was, and I know you said you don't want to talk news, but I didn't say I wasn't going to talk news.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Jayy Wick is not doing well because Jayy Wick was just arrested for shooting his homeboy in Panama City and then going to do a show 3 hours later.
Boy.
And then he got arrested in the food court at South Lake Mall. Shout out South Lake Mall. Me and Spank both got some amazing memories at South Lake Mall.
Damn.
Okay, so, and I'm going to say this and then I'm going to move on. Innocent until proven guilty. I don't know why he did it. I just know his homeboy. He shot the dude that went with him to Panama City. They rode in the same car. And he said that he was part of the security team. He said Jayy Wick was on the beach. He said, "You all right, bro?" And say Jayy Wick clapped him. Left him on the beach leaking. And Jayy Wick said, "I got a show, dog." Went and done the show, and the rest is we'll find out when the transcripts come out. So as of now, Jayy Wick is probably not doing well. But musically, his career has skyrocketed, and possibly, who knows what's going to happen. This song was produced.
This shit's over. This shit's over, fam.
Maybe not.
Come on, dog. Come on now. Come on. Unless the label got some sort of insurance policy on his end, his shit's done.
Speaking of insurance, he is signed to Empire Records.
Oh, my God. He is toast. Burnt toast. But we'll get to it. I mean, I didn't know any of that other stuff, but okay. This makes sense. Keep going. All right,
so me and Spank used to always talk about country rap, like, y'all ain't got no black friends.
Right.
Y'all ain't got no black friends. Jayy Wick, you ain't got no white friends.
Right. What?
You ain't got no white friends. Like, you couldn't get your mom in the video. You couldn't get your cousin. God darn, Jayy Wick. Like, first of all, I don't even know if I listened to the song. Because the visual was too young for me. It gave me YC vibes.
Absolutely.
And yes, I want to say I coined that phrase. It gave me YC vibes. All right. If y'all know what YN is, then a YC is the opposite of YN. Okay. It gave me YC vibes. In the genre of country rap, I don't know how well it would be accepted to the purists of the genres of country rap, but the younger people in country rap might appreciate it. Now, I'm going to say this. I do not appreciate Jayy Wick. I love the 4-Piece Flats record, even though I'm saying the wrong name, and I love Pork Chop Sandwich. This song here was just a little too hood and aggressive for me. I didn't need to see all the guns and the money and the booty and the watches and the rings. And I definitely did not need to see that Don Julio 1942 promotion that I know they're not paying you guys for.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because Don Julio do not care. Don Julio do not want that liquor in videos with automatic weapons. I'm sure the combination of the two does not lead to a good, balanced ending. So for me, the video was edited by Daniel XL. That's not my brother, but it's okay. And all I can say is it was a very, very busy video. It was club scene, money scene, women scene. To be fair, I didn't really even listen to it because it made me feel like I was 18.
Now that definitely shows that this ain't for us.
It's not for me.
Yeah, he was definitely trying to cater to a younger demographic. So, but in that being said, were you done? I want to cut you off.
I'm done. Okay.
I think what was presented for the young demo is perfect because this is what they're used to: the guns, the throwing up the twisty fingers, the mentioning of the brands, and he mentioned quite a few: Polo, purple jeans, Cartier glasses. Like all this is some traditional rap. This is rap. Whatever era it is, it's always going to be this type of bragging and boasting and throwing about names. Because he did that, immediately I was like, this ain't country rap. This some hood shit. You know, and I'm not tripping, you know, and let me take y'all down a rabbit hole. And I need Vic to vouch for me on this because, you know, we're both OGs of the game. There's probably been 20 white rappers who have garnered commercial success throughout history. And I can name them in chronological order if you like, but starting from the Beastie Boys all the way down to Jack Harlow, which is the current, I'm gonna call him white rapper. Traditionally in rap, and this is the racist side of hip hop. Though I'm talking about major hip hop. We only allow one white boy to get the crown at a time. It used to be we only had one woman at a time, but when the women started coming from every single major label and every sub label, that overtook that. And until the other labels jump on other white rappers the same way the other labels dropped on females, we're going to have the same consensus. There will only be one white rapper at a time. I don't know if he is it. He could be it. Right now, Jack Harlow's having some issues because he stated that his album was blacker. You know, and I'm gonna give you some other offensive shit. You know the name of his album, right, Vic?
Yeah, Monica.
Monica. Ain't no song on there called Monica, right?
But his girlfriend is Monica.
Say it again.
His girlfriend is Monica.
Okay, well, say Monica fast. Say it a couple times. Say it like 4 times fast.
Monica, Monica, Monica.
What does it sound like?
Monica, Monica, Monica.
Monica don't sound like Monica. That's my Monica over there. You my Monica. Ooh. You my Monica.
Man, go on, dog. You reaching.
No, I ain't reaching. I'm not reaching. I'm saying I don't know what he's other than his girl being that name. I'm like, bruh. As somebody who used to write raps, as somebody who like wordplay, as somebody who would play with the AI and be like, oh, he ain't gonna say that, but if I give it this word, it'll say it. You know, Monica. Like, and I'm saying, like, there's certain things. Look now. Look, I'm saying that to circle back. There's certain things.
The sad part is now that you it's in
your head, ain't it? Now it's in your head, ain't it? Monica, bro. Monica, come on, you ain't gonna slide that by me, bro. I got it. Well, look, Jayy Wick. I don't know who is a part of your team. I don't know who's handling your business. I haven't heard any of the other stuff, but as I'm looking at this video, I can see why you got arrested. There's certain shit that you do and don't do once you get certain fame or certain levels of success. Carrying a gun as an artist is at the top of that list that you don't need to do anymore. You got protection. You got people that's supposed to do that for you. That's why you pay security. Why are you carrying the click-clack on the beach? You shooting the fish? What do we do? Are you looking for the aliens to come out the ocean and then you gonna clap them? I don't understand why there is a gun on the. And this again, Vic just gave me this story. And I'm watching this video. Y'all got enough firearms in here to take on a whole militia. Like I don't get, and this is the allure of these young folks. This is the irresponsible nature of it. But let's get back to the white rapper part. Let me back up to that. If you are trying to be that white boy, and then, again, we're only going to allow one at a time. And right now, it's probably like 4 of y'all trying to vouch for that space. And if you got Empire behind you who has the capabilities of pushing you to be that white boy, especially with Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow has already peaked. Once you peaked, you don't have to continue to make yourself relevant anymore. Now he's made space for the other people, which is why it went from Beastie Boys to Third Base to Vanilla Ice to House of Pain. Like each one of them peaked, and then the next one came. Because once you peak, you ain't got nothing else to prove, then they want to see what else somebody else got. So then they allow the next person to come up and gain that fame. It's gone from Beastie Boys to Jack Harlow. Before Harlow, it was Post Malone. Before him, G-Eazy. Like all of them peaked. For you to peak, you ain't there yet. And I'm talking to you. We had before that was Macklemore and Ryan Lewis.
That was the guy that I can't. He had the curly hair. He was college vibe.
Asher Roth. It was in there. MGK was in there. Like there's only been less than 20. I'm talking about commercially peaked. There's been plenty white rappers. We got a whole genre full of them over here. But there's been plenty that have tried to peak, but the industry did not allow it because the industry only allows one at a time. Prove me wrong. Find the line, whatever I'm doing. But traditionally, this is where we are in hip hop. Yes, Eminem is the greatest of all time. No dispute on that. Once he grabbed the mic, everybody here said this is probably the greatest rapper that has ever lived, and probably one of the best lyricists that has ever and will ever live. But he's peaked. Like the peak has come. For you to peak, you first need to get past the level that you're on. You're not going to do it doing stuff like this. You're not going to do it with the team that you have that is not telling you to not do stuff like this. The team, I'm talking to the team now. The team has to evaluate the situation and do what's best for the asset. That's the artist. You got to protect him to make sure that he is safe. When shots went out, one of y'all should have took the charge. One of y'all should have lied and said, I did it. Instead of you messing up the money, now the money's in jail.
The guy told. The guy who got shot told.
He should have said, I shot myself by accident. He should have took one for the team because the label would have paid for everything that you needed to take. I'm saying this is the business side of it. I'm not. I'm looking at it from a monetary standpoint, dude. This dude, again, I don't know his music, but if he is the one that is next to come up, then protect that. By all means necessary. Don't. And this video, I don't think people in country rap are going to appreciate this video. I know the people in country. I know they like guns, but there's very little representation of them in this video. Yes, their guy is rapping, but he's surrounded by these other people that has semi-automatics. He's surrounded by booty. He's surrounded by music and money. Like all of that stuff they don't relate to. These folks in country rap are very simple family people. They ain't about all that other stuff.
I'm gonna be very honest. I think the first two songs, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Pork Chop Sandwich and I'm gonna look this song up if I can stop calling it that. But I think the first two songs he did, I think country rap like okay, cool. Even though the cast of characters were the same, like he hasn't changed the background. What I mean by that, in Pork Chop Sandwich, he definitely has a connection to the black community.
Right. But it isn't just when I say hip hop's embracing them, and I need you to I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be very blatant when I say this. Paul Wall is his daddy. And I'm not saying Paul Wall is his biological daddy. I'm saying Paul Wall, the example of what Paul Wall is to hip hop is his daddy. Paul Wall was embraced by black folks. White folks loved him, but he is more embraced by black folks because he's a white guy that knows the culture and not trying to be a culture vulture. He's actually over here trying to represent on the hip hop side. He ain't somebody that's trying to navigate between white folks and black folks. He's just being the white dude that loves rap or loves hip hop. I think this guy is that based off of his country drawl, based off of his southern exposure. Pork Chop Sandwich is some southern shit. Yeah. You ain't gonna call it that past Virginia.
The second single was called All Flats. I just looked it up.
I eat all flats, lemon pepper all flats. I understand that. I can relate. I can relate though.
And when I'm looking at the thumbnails, like on All Flats, he's in front of a mob of people, no shirt on, pork chop sandwich. Him and his homeboy going to this restaurant that's closed down for the day. So I can understand country rap. And again, I said at the beginning of the show, some of the people that we introduce you to are not country rap. I think country rap, actually, this is a guy 3 years ago, we still would have played him. This is a guy we would have introduced to the genre. I think right now, I'm going to say this. Jayy Wick, whoever your team is, I think y'all were on to something targeting this guy to country rap. It's a market that the labels are willing to push. I'm gonna tell you artists who done that. She didn't start out like that, and now she's embracing her twang and she's pushing that way. Sierra the rapper. When she first came out, she was just a girl with a southern drawl. Now her music is geared towards the fan base. They know the labels are salivating over someone they can push to the CMAs, or they're salivating. They're seeing what Jelly done. They're seeing what Shabuzi has done. Two artists that we covered on this show back in the day. Right. And they want that. They know there are people over there willing to spend. They want to see something that looks like them, that's relatable, and they're doing it.
Yeah, but you don't do it with the background looking like this.
That's what I'm saying. Whoever allowed, this had to be one of your cool homeboys saying, let's put that how you doing out next. Because it is left. It is completely left to the things that were going right with All Flats and pork chop sandwich. And the funny thing is, we often talk about art imitating life. You release this video and now you're in trouble for allegedly shooting someone. I'm going to say allegedly because there hasn't been a trial. But you're going to go on trial for attempted murder. And this video is going to make people say, no wonder. So I'm just saying, someone gave you bad advice. Matter of fact, once this happened, I would have pulled this video down. If I was his manager, I would have pulled this video down.
Because there are attorney generals using rap videos as evidence.
So someone on your team is not smart, because I feel like this video, it's the last.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say not smart, because this is some hood shit. This is some shit that we see all.
Didn't make a smart decision when it comes to
there you go.
Your trajectory and what they're building.
Yes. The label should fire them, or find them, or do whatever they can, because this is detrimental to your success. Yes. Not and in the direction that you, again, I don't know the past. I'm going off of what I'm giving right now, and what I'm giving right now is some hood shit. And I know country rap folks don't like hood shit, but if you're trying to tap into that fan base, as you should, because you're a white rapper, then you don't do something that's going to alienate yourself from them. You do whatever you can to bring in them as your support and foundation to take you to the next level, Jelly Roll. You use them as a springboard so you can move on with some level of success to the next, whatever that next level is, whether you're going to be, well, he ain't even at G-Eazy level. Like, he's still beginning stages of his career. Like, G-Eazy got to be 50 to 100,000 a show. We're not talking to Eminem with damn near $1 million, or Jelly Roll with $1 million a show. We're not in that bracket. You're still at the ground stages of basic hip hop, to where you're negotiating your shows, which is probably getting between 5 and 10 just because of the exposure. But there's a couple more zeros that you could add if you follow the right trajectory and use certain people and platforms as the catapult. You're making, well, you done made some major mistakes. Team over there, you can fix this, because this is a rapper going to jail ain't nothing. That's typical shit. They use it as bullet points to their resume. This is all stereotypical advertising, marketing, and branding for a typical rapper career. You can fix this by fixing the background and making sure that the background is equivalent to your fan base. If you're just marketing this white rapper to hip hop, this shit's more core hip hop is more racist than any other genre that you can ever imagine. There is a reason why only one white boy makes it to commercial success at a time. And again, if I'm wrong, prove me wrong, but I can give you them facts and that data in a chronological order of who's made it and who tried to make it at the same time, but they only allowed one.
Spank, I gotta show you this. You speaking the truth, brother. That is that's a popular reactor, right?
Right.
You probably can't see it. Guess what he called Jayy Wick? This generation's Power Wall.
There you go.
You ain't seen that video. I just stumbled on it.
I ain't seen the video. I don't even know who that is. But this is when we embrace a white rapper, we know that it's authentic. This is a black white boy. This is what we call him, or white black boy. Like this is somebody that we would embrace because he knows the culture. It ain't
black boy.
We know culture. White boy, black boy. That's it. We know a culture vulture, but we know when somebody. This dude is. I've heard him. I heard it in here. His country is shit. Like his southern drawl is authentic. Like, and when you can't be that southern and country and not be real, you know, I understand what they're trying to do with him. This was a fail from I'm gonna call it the label first and then the team second. But they can fix it. It can be fixed. And if you need fixing, I'm not volunteering my services. But there are other case studies that you can look at. Paul Wall as an example of how you need to brand and market this guy to the culture, to hip hop. If everybody else comes on, fine. But there's white people that like hip hop that's going to listen to him just because he's white. And that demographic is bigger than the core demographic that's going to hate him because he's white. So follow that trajectory. Use that as your branding tool and marketing tool. But the guns in the video, this was a mistake. I would have never approved this as a label head. I would have been like, no, this y'all can shoot it, but it ain't coming out. I ain't paying for it.
All right. If you want to follow Jayy Wick on Instagram, that's JAYY _ WICK229. He representing that 229. He down there at that Perry Fall. Y'all probably done seen him at that Perry Fall. Down there in that area, that Roberta. Is that Roberta? Perry?
Roberta's a little bit above me. Perry is Byron Perry. Yeah.
Yeah, he down there in that 229, y'all. In that Perry Fall, y'all. Y'all got to know about it.
JAYY. What was it in? JAYY?
_ WICK 229. No, I'm sorry, WICK 229.
WICK 229.
Yeah, you can't use too many Ks.
No, you can't, fam. That would be another marketing error. All right, I'm following him now.
All right, next up. Now, like I said, Jayy Wick is what we would call the flavor of the month. He is the viral guy, and unfortunately, I hope he comes out of this situation on the right side of it because he had a promising career. Next up, we got last year's guy, one of the guys last year who, if we had an award show, would have definitely been in the running for Rookie of the Year. We got Mr. 501 Bryze, and this joint features Rashad, and it's called Hustler. I'm gonna start off, and we ain't even got to go in your turn, my turn. We can just kind of piggyback off things we say. The first thing I noticed on 501 Bryce's, first of all, I appreciate seeing this collab. Rashad is a African-American country singer who I feel like is insane, but doesn't get the just due, or maybe he hasn't had that song yet because he signed a huge publishing deal about 3 years ago, but I'm not hearing his music pushed to the forefront. I don't know what that is, but Rashad is crazy. I've seen him in concert before. He's real authentic. It's not fake. He is that black country guy. So I appreciate the fact 501 Bryze found him for this collab, and I hope this leads to maybe an EP of them together because I like the way they sounded. The one thing I didn't like, though, is the syncing on 501 Bryce's verse seemed off. It seemed okay with Rashad's verse, and it is pronounced Rashad, but it's RVSHAD. But for 501 Bryce's verse, it seemed off. Maybe it was my computer. Actually, I was watching on the television.
I thought it was his flow. I didn't blame it on the video editing. I thought it was just he had this lazy flow and it was a little bit behind. But
Maybe,
it could have been the sync. I have to go back and listen.
It could be the flow because it was perfect for Rashad. And I've never seen a video where it was off. You know what I thought at first? When I first started watching it, because it appeared off, I was like, they didn't shoot this video together. I didn't expect to see them together, but then when I see them together, I'm like, okay, well, that wasn't the situation. I don't know. Okay. I did like his flow and his cadence, and that's his typical flow and cadence. I like it. It's just the visual, it didn't look right visually. Like I said, I like the collab. I like the way they sound together because if you close your eyes, you would expect Rashad to be the guy rapping and 501 Bryze to be the guy singing. To me.
Okay. Oh, it is the overdub. It is the sync. The sync is off, but he still got a lazy flow. So yeah, I had to go back and double check to make sure that it was right. Video wise, I'm talking to the cameraman now. Okay. You know how I feel about license plates, right? You know how I feel if somebody, like, I can look up somebody's license plate and get their home address, and then I can, if I were a stalker, I can just pull up, because all of that stuff, if I'm going to go and look it up, you readily gave it to everybody in the video, cameraman. You didn't make no attempt to blur it out. And these are some stuff, I don't know who shot it, but I didn't like the lighting. This is either shot at dusk or dawn, but it was very poor natural lighting. I don't know if y'all was out there getting ready and y'all just waited for the sun to go down or come up and then start shooting, but the lighting was bad. The coloring was bad. I don't know if there was a stylist present or not, but there was some stuff. This is not, if it's their brand, cool. Disregard what I'm saying, but you don't wear somebody else's brand in a video that is potentially going to get millions of eyeballs on it, and you don't own that brand. Because now you're advertising and marketing for somebody else. That's like me walking around with a Pepsi T-shirt, and I work for Coke. You know, why would I do that? I didn't like the angles. This is all on the video side. I'm going in on the videographer because it wasn't a great representation of the song. Now to switch over to the audio side, Rashad's voice is different than the voice for 501 Bryze.
Mm-hmm.
The track was, I feel like, better for Bryze than it was for Rashad, because there was no great mixing and mastering on either the track and or the vocals, because the singing vocals are different than the rap vocals, and his lazy flow, Bryce's, is very monotone. It's very laid back, very chill. Bryce's singing is very aggressive. And when it comes in, it's almost like, you know, I'm taken aback because I wasn't expecting it. Not because it was a black dude singing, but because it was so loud. Engineer, somewhere in there, somebody should have at least saw that there was an issue when they looked at the EQ and the spectrogram or whatever it was that they were using to make sure that stuff was balanced, because it's not. And then again, if this dude signed, if he signed to a major or a sub major, like somewhere somebody got to be approving this stuff before it hits our ears and our eyes. Somebody should have, like, hey, video guy, blur out them license plates, because that ain't the thing we do. Hey, video guy, make sure that shirt might be blurred out because we didn't get the rights to put it up there. Or hey, stylist, make sure that you bring some neutral shirts so they're not promoting some other shit. Matter of fact, bring their brand. Let them, because I'm pretty sure there's a link in the video, this video that I'm looking at, that they sell wardrobe. So why are you not wearing your own shit in your own video instead of promoting for somebody else? And them ugly ass glasses, what is that? Like, I don't. That's some cartoon level shit.
I think no, he wears those. So
that his brand. That's his thing.
It might be, because every video I've seen so many videos with that style glasses. So maybe that might just be his favorite style.
Is he cross-eyed or something? Is that why he's doing it? That's the question. I don't know. I wouldn't put those. Okay, if that's your thing, then cool. Then put your logo on it, or put something else up there. Boy. Them glasses ugly as hell, bro. That's almost some astronaut shit. I don't get it. Now, if he's selling them on his website as merch, cool. Disregard what I'm saying, but I'm seeing other things in here that are conflicting to you selling you. You're selling everything but you in the video. The hustler part, I get the mob vehicles. Vehicle, I get that part. That's all a part of the ancient hustling. But the mixing and mastering threw me off so bad. I get the video a 7. I get the audio a 8. They got 15 out of 20. It wasn't great. I didn't hate it, but I think artistically, the videographer and the engineer producer did them wrong. They could have brought a higher level of skill to this project.
All right, and that video was done by It's Fire Media. I'm gonna make a list because we always say we're gonna make a list of videographers. It was done by
Yes.
I actually like the vintage cars. That Silverado was like, I'm looking for a Silverado like that. If I can find a Silverado like that, I'm buying it. And I'm gonna say this because I am a huge wrestling fan. Salute to Rashad for the OTC t-shirt. For all you know in wrestling fans, that's Roman Reigns. He's the original tribal chief. Knowledge me. So definitely salute to that. I always like when I meet wrestling fans that are grown who know it's fake, but we still watch it.
That Silverado license plate is DPLWID.
What?
I'm looking at it. It's looking at it right here. It's on the screen. I ain't got no choice but to look at it. The video guy put it up there, bro. This is what you don't do for this reason right here. It's all good though. It's all good. I didn't do it.
What they call it when you give out somebody information?
Break confidentiality.
No, it's some online. What did you? I'm sure somebody in the chat. Tell us what Spank just did. You just see, that lets you know me and Spank ain't about the drama. We don't even know these terms. There's a word for you just gave this. Like if you give somebody an address online, that's a word for it. Somebody in the chat. Yeah. Doxed it.
Look that one up.
Just doxed them folk, man. They doxed themselves, really.
Yeah, they did. The video got doxed.
But man, I actually want to hear more from them together. Salute to Rashad, man. I'm telling you, I've seen him live. He's so dope. I hate the fact that like Rashad was doing it for Shabuzi. And he's always just straight song. He's never been a rapper that I know of. He's always been a country singer. And I like this collab coach. 501 Bryze has definitely put that work in the past 24 months. Collabs upon it's almost like we talked about the consistency in the last episode. Mm-hmm. This guy is dropping every 2 weeks, bro. And whether it's a collab with somebody, he's done tons of songs with Jam Wayne. He's done a couple songs with Elijah Scott. Like 501 Bryze really understands the grind and the hustle. And he's from Arkansas. I don't even know anyone that's broken through from Arkansas.
I can't remember a rapper ever being or saying they're from Arkansas. So yeah, that's new territory. Now, it ain't like there ain't people out there that don't listen to music. I'm saying like historically speaking, I don't remember any rappers ever on any side.
And I'm sure there are others, but he somehow figured it out. His team has put it together. And
is he signed?
I'm not sure. I will have to go to some of the releases. Okay. But if y'all want to follow him on Instagram, 501 Bryze. And if I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. I'm assuming that's Bryze.
501 Bryze.
Bryze. And if you want to follow Rashad, please give him a follow. And it's at It's Rashad, but it's spelled ITSRVSHVD. It's Rashad. Now, talking about these followers before we get to the last song. So in the last episode, we was talking about a lot of these people hadn't cracked 2,000 on Instagram. Jayy Wick is at 500,000.
Damn.
Jayy Wick is at 500,000. That's that Empire muscle, because 501 Bryze is at 265 and Rashad is at 373. But like I say, Jayy Wick got the power of a viral record and empire.
But I give more country rap credit to 501 Bryze than I do Jayy Wick.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can feel his country vibe. I don't feel the hoodness, and I'm good on that. But I think the people in the country rap genre would gravitate towards this guy, 501 Bryze, more so than they would Jayy Wick.
I think next episode we're gonna go backwards and do pork chop sandwich for you can get a gist of what they were marketing first.
Okay.
Because I kind of feel bad giving you this record first. I was like, dang, I shouldn't have gave him that record. I'm gonna be honest, when I sent it to you, I hadn't watched it. And then when I was like, dang, I shouldn't have. That probably wasn't the one I want Spank to start on because he don't even know who this guy is.
No.
And I should have painted the picture, then gave you this one. But I digress and we move on. Last on the episode. Again, my disclaimer. It's one of my favorites in the genre. One of my favorites in the genre is Mr. Hard Target. And the name of this joint is Whatever. Salute to the mighty, mighty Trailer Made team. And salute to the first guy that we got on in the episodes about shooting videos, Bradwin DeVille. Because Bradwin DeVille shot this video, and I think for what he shot, there was only one thing I didn't like about the video. I think it's a masterpiece. I think this video within itself told the story of what this song is about. And I think Hard Target is one of the most creative guys in country rap when it comes to, I'm going to sing this song. I'm going to switch the flow of this song. This song had one of those amazing beat build-ups, and Target's cadence, to me, built with the beat. It's like as the beat grew, the bars grew. It's like he put you in this pocket, and it made you almost feel like, it made me feel like I was in the booth with him. Like I really believed in what he was saying. And I also like this about Hard Target because he's a student of hip hop. He had a line where he says, I got a lighter in 20. He said, I have a lighter. He says, I got a light and it's 25 lighters on the dresser. Something along that line. Don't quote me. Shout out to DJ DMD. That is an old Southern classic by an artist by the name of DJ DMD called 25 Lighters on the Dresser. Yes, sir. Go back and check it out. Salute to Hard Target for actually referencing that song. I also like the fact, if you don't know, Hard Target is an avid gun collector. And a lot of his songs, he's going to slip a bar in there that talks about you might mess around and meet one of them guys in their collection. So
right.
I like the gun reference, that abandoned building scene I like, and I did like the cut scenes to the dogs because he talks about having that dog in me. And I did like the cuts to the dogs. Now, I don't know if that's their dogs for real or if that's stock footage, but it was placed properly. The only thing I didn't like in this video was the scene where they turned Target's face into a dog.
I thought that was fun. I didn't take off for it.
That's the only thing I didn't like. And that's a small didn't like because it was such a small portion of the video, you might miss it.
I'm gonna try to keep this short. I owe Target an apology because Target don't have the voice of Simple Man. He don't have the aggressiveness of Church sometimes, you know. But I've always just thought Target was just a great rapper. I never gave him the benefit of the doubt that he can spit until today. When I heard, yes, because his voice is just so, I won't call it boring, but it's not as animated. He's just chill, you know. But when you listen to him and you dissect the lyrics, I was like, oh shit, he's saying something. Like, but I never listened to it before today. It was like, okay, and it's the voice. It's the voice. It's only the voice that does that. So I think it's a sneaky. I'm going to beat you with bars, but I'm going to beat you with bars and not even be animated. Like I'm just going to talk monotone and spit it as much as I can, and I'm going to offend you and not have to raise my voice. It's that type of tone, you know. And I respect him for it, but I never gave him his just due, and because you know Simple Man is over there with him. You can see Simple Man. Simple Man's animated. Simple Man comes with the bars on top of the hooks and the metaphors, and he's got the actions with it. Target's just chill. Target's like, but he's got the same level of lyricism as Simple Man, and I never gave him that until I heard this song. I'm gonna give. This is my early contention for video of the year. I didn't see anything wrong with the video. There was not a single issue with the scenes or blurriness or angles or lighting. None of that was there. And this was shot in the day. So, and it's very hard to get right lighting in the daytime because sometimes it's too much light. And then you have to like get the reflectors out and take it away or move it away. Like Birdwin knows what he's doing. Like, but this is a professionally done video that would have cost someone 10 grand back in the day, minimum, just to show up. This video of the year easily for me, just from the visuals of it. Audio side, there was one issue, and I'm debating if I want to take out for it, but I'm not going to take out for it because they too are trying to learn Target's voice. His voice is just, I'm gonna give it boring, Target. His voice is just so boring that it is hard to mix and master it when he becomes animated or he speaks out or gives more emphasis on words. And now you got to balance it with the melancholy, leveled out, normal vocals that you get from him. Because his vocals, ignore the vocals, listen to the lyrics, and I guarantee you won't find. Matter of fact, we talked about it in the other video of people you should study in the genre. Just as an example, Target would be it. If you don't have the greatest of voices and you need somebody as an example on how you can become still a great lyricist, study hard Target from the very beginning, because Target will give you a story and make you cry. Target will give you bars within bars and be like, okay, why and how did he come up with that? Like, because he's a student of hip hop. Like Target, I owe him an apology. And if he was on the phone with me right now, I'd be like, bro, I'm sorry. I thought you were just boring, but you ain't boring. It's your voice that is boring, but your skill level, your talent level is top tier. And I'm pretty sure, just remembering some of the other stuff that we listened to, I didn't give him a fair deal because of the voice. Because of the other people that are around him that has those other animated voices. And I know we sometimes judge based on our peers or the people that are in the same room. But this dude, lyrically, he might be even with Simple Man, lyrically. And I put Simple Man up there with Slick Rick and Rakim, bottled in one. Like, man, those are some of the greatest. But Target, if it weren't for that damn lazy ass voice, I would give it a Target easily. But it's that like it's the raspiness too. It's like I'm just he's one of those dudes that's probably be so unassuming, but when he grabs the mic, it's like, damn, that motherfucker spitting. He got bars. I need to check myself. So don't let the gray hairs and the glasses fool you now, because if you finna get in there and try to challenge him lyrically, I think that would be a mistake. But again, I let the voice fool me as assuming like he ain't got the talent, but the talent is definitely there. So this is an early video of the year contender for me. I can't give it song of the year, not yet, but it's maybe because the bars were there, but now Mike Son's that song touched me, so that was probably right there with me. But this is definitely video of the year. I didn't see no flaws in this for sure.
All right, man. Salute Trailer, man. You know what else? Salute them for still continuing to represent Juice Daily. At the end of our videos, Juice Daily. Remember when we were doing Country Report on him passing? Remember he had a lot of videos, him and Breadwin or him and Target back in the day. He's original member, been down with them, but he passed during COVID around that time.
Oh, I don't remember that. Sorry to hear that though.
But every video they put that milk carton or that juice carton and that laugh. That's his actual laugh at the end. So salute to them for, like, a lot of times when people pass, we forget our homeboys, but they're keeping his memory alive, and I really appreciate that. I'm gonna say this before we go. Hard Target is by far one of my favorite in the genre. And you know what? I take back what I said in the last episode. I take it back because Hard Target is one of the people who I have communicated with. He's been in chat. So I walk back what I said last episode, and I think it is something that's needed. I guess I only say it because I see a lot of artists get pulled into drama, and I feel like the artists should stay away from that. But I do think it's a great method of getting to know your people and you being part of their story. I think that's dope. And I think we all somehow, like I know when people follow me, I used to be like, oh man, I got followed by whoop de whoop. Or oh man, I got followed by whoop de whoop. So it will brighten your day. And Hard Target is one of those people when I first communicated with him, when I actually met him, it was one of those people I appreciated being in his presence. And I didn't take him so easy at first because I thought he was like mean. But then when I got to realize that that's just who Target is, he's actually one of the realest I've ever met in this genre of country rap.
He's still one of my favorite interviews because it was real. And he was like, it's what he said, the white rapper graveyard or some shit like that.
White rapper graveyard.
Not only will he kill you with bars, but he's gonna make you laugh at the same time.
Like, hey, I gotta say this, and I'm not gonna say to who, because if you watching this show, you already know to who. 2025 Hard Target definitely had, to me, in my opinion, the diss record of the year. To me.
Okay.
So I ain't going down that rabbit hole, but he definitely
we can't go back that far now. We can't go back.
We ain't gonna play. I'm just saying he had the diss record of the year 2025.
Okay.
All right. If you haven't already, make sure you go follow Hard Target on Instagram. HARDTARGET music on Instagram. See, this is what I'm saying. Hard Target, 25K. Jayy Wick, 500,000.
Different machines behind them. I'm following Target. We're still cool on Instagram.
All right. I gotta ask you this before I let you go. At one point in time, we had top 3 playlists on Spotify for country rap.
Nice.
Do you think we need to bring back the playlist? And how?
What are we doing? Just what we review and put it in the playlist?
I don't know. I guess maybe this is an off-camera thing. Maybe I'm treating this like a business meeting now. But
it's all good. I mean, I'm okay with being transparent. I would put what we review in the playlist. I don't know if I would put something that we did not review in the playlist because then people would be like, well, they might be expecting us to have done a review on it because it's in the playlist.
I guess me and you need to. I don't know the effectiveness or how effective playlists are for Spotify. Should we just once a month compile songs? How many songs should it be? I don't know, but I just know at one point in time, Country Rap Report playlist was number 3. When you typed in Country Rap playlist, Country Rap Report was number like the 3rd one to pop up.
I would just do what we review and put it in playlists. You can do it all of the DSPs. As long as the music is available, it should be there. And that way they know that we reviewed it. Like I wouldn't do anything past that.
Just 3 songs?
Right now it'll be 6 because we just did 6 reviews. But yeah. And then you add more as we review so they know that we talked about it so you can go and listen to it. I wouldn't, because they might think like, because Pork Chop Sandwich is in the playlist, they think we reviewed it, but we haven't yet. And then they'll come over here looking for it. Yes, it'll be some views for us, but we don't want to trick anybody. We want them to know like what we talk. We're gonna be about what we talk about, and what we're talking about is in the playlist. And if you want to know our thoughts on it, come over to the channel and you'll be able to see it there. That's my opinion on it. Now we can debate on it, but I don't want to mislead anybody. I just want to be able to say, what our opinion is, and they can either thumbs up or thumbs down.
All right. And with that being said, all the videos, Hard Target, whatever, 501 Bryze and Rashad's Hustler and Jayy Wick's What You Doing, the links to the videos are in the description. Please hit those links. Please watch those videos and let us know, do you agree, disagree? If y'all kind of know what y'all talking about, let us know in the comment area what you feel about our opinions on these records. Also, if you are an artist out there, or you are the friend of an artist out there, and you want us to review your video, a quick way to get it done is to email us the video link on YouTube at countryrapreport@gmail.com. Because we go through the videos, I send the videos to Spank, but guess what? If I check the email address and there's 3 videos in there, y'all made my job easier. So, but proceed with caution.
When the girls coming? Ain't no girls rapping. You mentioned a girl in this video. Where's she at? Was she coming?
I did not mention no girl in this video.
You Sierra the rapper? That's her name.
Oh, Sierra the rapper. I did. I'm sorry. You know what? I'll put Sierra the rapper next episode. Okay. We will reviews. You want to do an all girls episode next episode?
That won't be fair. Yeah, let's do it. That way we can judge them against each other because I want to see what's out there. I'm anxious.
So are we doing all? Do they have to be real?
What do you mean real? Like real?
There's an AI female country rap artist that is probably lapping these women right now. She
got a video.
She drops. I mean, it's a visual. It's like a visualizer.
Put it in there. We can judge it.
I'm gonna be honest.
You shouldn't have told me it wasn't real because now I'm gonna judge it. Now I'm prejudging.
When you see the video, you'll know it's not real.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, they didn't. It's not. You know how some of the AI videos actually look like a real person. Yeah, all her videos are kind of like cartoons.
But what's that dude who used to make Frank Guada?
Well, you know what? She might be real. I don't know.
He used to make a cartoon video. So
I don't know. You know what? Let me say this. Her name is Daisy Clips. I don't know. Matter of fact, somebody let me know, is Daisy Clips real or AI? I don't know if she's real or not. I just know
by the time this video comes out and they comment, we would have already reviewed it. So it's well, hey, I want to check it out. I want to see what the women are doing because they are still being outworked, apparently.
Yeah. All right. Thank y'all for watching. First and last time viewers, we appreciate you. You know what? Let's engage. Get in the comments. Let us know what you feel about the show. countryrappreport@gmail.com. If you go to Spotify, watch us build this playlist. We're going to build it. We're going to build it and build it and build it and build it. And that's it for me, VicXL.
All right. That's it for me. Should do Spank.
Peace.
Peace.